Ahoy! We
We
should be whispering. Hey,
should be whispering.
this is a Hero Story episode 289. This is a top secret episode that we're
A
recording.
secret podcast.
It
They
is
don't know we're
actually.
doing this. And by they, I mean Hunter, because JD doesn't exist anymore.
JD doesn't exist anymore. I hope we don't have any questions about JD. I was thinking about that. I'm like, what if
No,
someone
I
has where
hid I
JD
hid
is?
the hero story from JD and Hunter. And for JD it was fine because it was just History of the Flash. His personal account doesn't even follow a hero story.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter has his fucking art account, and then his main account. And I had to fucking hide them all. It was so
Nice.
annoying. Fuck that
But
guy,
yeah,
man.
you suggested we do a secret episode because we're not going to be recording this
Yeah.
week. Later in this week, I'm going to be at Comic
Yes.
Con, and you're going to be in hell getting your
I'm
mom.
away on a
Wait, no.
camp for work.
Oh, I
I
tried to
know.
make a Doctor Doom joke and it didn't really work out.
No.
Um, Ew. By the way, I can't believe you just told me that.
What? That I
You're
have
gonna
to
be
do that?
you're gonna be at camp for
Ugh,
work.
I know.
Damn.
It's fucking bad. Dude, not only it's not like when you went on a school camp and maybe like
No,
the kids had a cabin and the teachers had a cabin,
no.
right? Okay, well everyone is sleeping on a floor in one big like warehouse type room.
Uh,
It's hell.
yeah, in
It's the
Australia as well.
wasteland. I know, I know.
That sounds like a
But we get to
nightmare.
play laser tag and I'm gonna fucking annihilate him.
Are you gonna headshot him?
Oh yeah.
Just please, please, please. Um, I
Yeah.
think that's
But
honestly real quick. I think that is a Family Guy joke where Peter is so regretful for laser tagging all of his kids that he puts the laser in his mouth and and
that's
the
kind of
light
funny.
goes through his cheeks. Yeah.
That's
Um,
kind of funny.
we have no
And the
news.
Family
There's
Guy
two little
sucks.
tiny bits of news, but mostly we have questions, right?
Yeah, we've got I'm gonna say like 20, maybe 25 questions, but I will routinely check throughout
Okay.
the episode to see if there's more. But anyway, here's the Iron Man cover.
Oh yes, Iron
It's
Man
fighting the
289.
living laser.
Oh, that's cool. I like that
It's
actually.
it's all right, yeah. The
Spider-Man,
next
I
one
looked
is
up
sick.
looked up the Spider-Man cover. It's 289 is the issue where they reveal that Ned Leeds is the Hobgoblin.
Oh, that is a bigger deal.
Yes, it says special double-sized issue, not a trick. This is the issue you've been waiting for.
Not a trick. That feels
Yeah.
like the most Spider-Man shit I've ever heard. No, no,
Even
this one will
though
be good, we
even
promise.
though it was a trick because he wasn't the Hobgoblin.
Wasn't the Goblin, that's right.
Even I mean like
That's true.
when they wrote it he was, but
Yeah,
it wasn't intended to be.
that's funny.
Um let's start with our first bit of news, which is that Joker 2 is the worst movie ever and the worst performing movie ever. It
Mm,
had the biggest second week drop off in the history of comic book movies. This is following it
that's
getting the worst cinema score in the history of comic book movies.
yeah,
It
which
dropped.
is awesome.
Yes, the former champion, I guess, is if you want to even call these things, champions of the biggest drop second weekend ever was the Marvels at 78%. And 1 year later, Joker 2 breaks it with
Jesus.
81% drop off.
I saw this, right? I saw this meme.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
Madam Web
Is
handing
it
over the
true?
baton of worst movie of 2024 to Joker 2. I saw that and I did not think Madam Web came out this year. I
Madam
swear
Web
to
came out in
God, it came
February.
out
I
last
saw
year.
it on
That
Valentine's Day.
blows my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so like, it
I mean,
feels like generations ago that movie came out.
having seen them both, you know how I like movies that at least take a swing versus movies that just suck. So I guess Joker
Yeah.
is better in that aspect.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
But if you put a gun to my head and ask me which one I want to watch right now, I'm probably going to pick Madam Web.
What one is more fun, like high or drunk?
It would be Madam Web. This is because Joker
Exactly.
is just boring, is the thing.
Mm.
If you were to get some brewskis with some friends of yours and watch
Oh
Madam
yeah.
Web, you might have a good time.
If I
I
had
think
friends,
Madam
that
Web
sounds like a fucking sick night, dude.
Madam Web feels like a peak camp movie. It's like they purposefully
Mm.
made one of those like epic movies or superhero
Yeah.
movies, you know?
That's hey, speaking of, that's what Game of Thrones season 8 feels like. I can't wait.
Can't wait to get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joker 2, such a flop. Can you believe there was an article last week? Maybe it was earlier. I was gonna say earlier this week, but that would have been last week. Um, where it said that this movie cost 200 million. We know that plus 100
Mm.
million in marketing. So that's a
Mm,
$300 million movie that
that's
has flopped,
absurd. That is so
absolutely
absurd.
flopped, compared to the first movie, which cost $55 million, right?
Wow.
This movie, Todd Phillips got paid 20 million, Joaquin Phoenix got paid 20 million, Lady Gaga got paid 12 million. That's $52 million alone on those three people.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
nearly that is 99% of the original budget just for them
Only
three.
so, only so, like he could make a movie that was him going like, well, actually, I hated the first one, so
Yeah,
here's
yeah,
this.
exactly.
You know what I don't get? I don't think I fully
You wouldn't get it.
understand. No, I wouldn't get it. Fuck, good reference to a great movie.
Yeah.
It's
Somehow.
not. But anyway,
I mean, I
I
think about
don't
it
understand.
in more fondly now, to be fair.
I suppose we do. Yeah, is retroactively the first Joker good because
Sometimes I
like
do
this.
see like little clips of it and I'm like, oh, Joker was wearing
I said we
that.
said this last week. I was
Yeah,
watching
no,
clips of it, going like, yeah, this is kind of sick. Yeah,
yeah,
like when you introduce me, can you introduce me as Joker?
yeah.
like I was like, oh, maybe this is
Oh,
good. But anyway, it
no,
doesn't fucking
Joker.
matter. But like I don't. I talked about with you guys that I don't think the Joker in these movies would have the arc that he has in the second one, where he's like, no, I don't want to be the Joker. Like, I think once he finds
Based
that
on the
power
first
at the end of
movie.
the first movie,
Yeah.
that he's sticking with that. Like, I don't,
Hmm.
like, logically, that character would not make the choices that he does in this next movie, no matter how many prison guards assault the Joker out of him. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't see it. And so it's clearly Todd Phillips projecting his own thoughts about the reception of the first,
Yes.
which, by the way,
It's meta.
yes, some people take the first joke and relate to it a little too hard. Like people take American Psycho and go
Yeah. Yeah.
like Christian Bale's so based in that movie. But
Because he
I
is.
think majority of people that like Joker or like American
Like it
Psycho
as a movie.
like those characters, but also are like, yeah, I'm not gonna be there. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
be
Because
them.
I
Like
remember,
they are lunatics.
do you remember the whole controversy when Joker was coming out where everyone's like,
Yes, people
this
thought it was
movie's
gonna
going to
start
cause people to
riots.
shoot, someone's going to go on Jimmy Kimmel and kill him. And it's like,
It's yeah, exactly.
or they're going to be riots in the streets and people are going to be wearing clown masks. It's like, this was never going to
It was
happen.
that one. Oh man,
But I do
I
remember
don't
that
think.
controversy. I remember not liking the movie and still thinking, like, no one is that dumb. Even though that movie did make a
Oh,
billion dollars, everyone saw it
there's
and
that
he won an
one.
Oscar.
I probably won't find it in real time. Oh yeah, yeah. It was this dude. I've read this on the podcast before, but this dude's review, like when they screen Joker for the first time, is so good. Um, crowd at I don't know what Venezia 76, some film festival, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Went absolutely ballistic for Joker. Film is dark, sick, and twisted. I'm with a crowd of fellow critics right now, running through the streets of Venice, just screaming, hollering. My legs are tired. We've been doing this for hours. Joaquin is an Oscar contender. Joker will change superhero cinema forever, sure to be controversial. The film is a literal riot. I just flipped the car with two of the guys from IndieWire. A Guardian reviewer fell down and we all kept running. I stepped on his head. Really impressed with Todd Phillips.
That's odd. Yeah, but I can't believe that's what they really thought. People thought that was going to happen.
There's more that I've never seen before. A French guy in the crowd shouted, "I am Lee Joker," and then we all started doing it. I grabbed an old Italian lady by the shoulders and screamed it in her face. We both cried, and she dropped her groceries.
That's awesome.
That is so
I would,
good.
now I'm like, damn, when I watched Joker, I should have like done
Oh my
that.
God.
Should have
Thank
ran
you
through the
to everyone
streets.
checking. Thank you to everyone checking in on my safety after two of the German critics tried to jump into the canal boats and drown. The rest of us are safe and enjoying a much needed dinner at Buca di Bipo. I don't know what that restaurant is.
I
Upon
feel
further
like that's
discussion,
I
we've
feel like that's a
decided that
made
the
up thing.
Joker movie is just okay.
Oh,
I just
okay.
love the idea that
Just all
they
right.
saw the movie
Flipped a
rioting for
car.
hours in the streets and then went, it's kind of fine. Awesome.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Joker 2, man.
Joker too. But yeah,
Joker
I
2,
really
Folie à Deux.
Todd Phillips projecting this like idea that like oh people took the first movie the wrong way, which yes, some people did. And I think if you are like I think you can relate to the idea or understand the idea of Arthur Fleck and and like where that character goes.
Institutions failing the people at the bottom of
Yeah,
society.
and
Yeah.
you can that like I really that scene where he turns to Murray and he went, "You're awful, Murray. You played my video. You made fun." And he's like really vulnerable. Like I
Hmm.
do feel for him in that moment. Like I think that is a real that's why the guy won the Oscar for shit like that, not because of the
Yes.
like I'm doing a silly
Joker
dance on the
stairs.
stairs to a
Yeah.
pedophile song. Like, like it's
Yes.
those moments.
Yes. To a pedophile song. Gary
Uh,
Glitter.
bow, bow, bow. It's unfortunately a hard lick. But anyway,
The
um,
weird way to put it.
what? It's a sick lick, man. What do you mean?
I feel like
Tasty
that's
lick, bro.
I feel like
Oh,
that's
well,
not a thing we
that's
have
you.
here.
A tasty lick for guitar.
Yeah.
Really? You've never
No.
heard like a sick guitar line called a tasty lick?
Listen, you guys call everything weird.
I feel like that's an American thing. I don't think tasty
Tasty
lick is
lick?
Australian. Tasty lick, bro. I'm pretty sure I stole that from Jack Black.
I mean,
Pretty sure.
tasty lick. Here we go. What does it mean in slang? Informal, to hit or beat. A spicy riff, especially on an instrument.
Yes.
Maybe. Never heard it before.
Urban Dictionary, an elite guitar riff. Yeah.
Never heard it.
Anyway,
Damn.
Tasty Lick, bad person, okay movie.
Yes.
But I think Todd Phillips, like, I think it maybe got to him. Like, he took it too personally that some people really resonated with it when I don't think that many people were like, I am the
Yeah.
Joker
And I also don't
now.
think it mattered.
And that's the thing. And I don't understand. Like, if I made that first Joker movie and it resonated in the way that it did, I don't think I would go, oh, right, okay. It's
I have
some
to
people
fix
have taken
this.
it that I have to ruin it. Like,
Yeah.
why would you want to destroy the thing that you built and love, I
But and
guess?
and
Like,
then
even if some people took it the wrong way, like
but
that's on
uh,
them, not on you.
I know I sent this in the chat earlier this week, but Joaquin Phoenix said that the movie's plot came to him in a
To him in a
dream.
dream, I know.
Like what the hell?
What the
What
fuck
is
is going on?
that?
I know.
Have you seen
Mm.
the video? It might have been at the Venice Film Festival, some film festival where
Running through the
they
streets.
premiered, yeah, where they premiered Joker 2, and people have like gone into like trying to read Joaquin Phoenix's lips, and it looks like he says to Lady Gaga, "It's horrible." When after the movie
Really?
ends, yeah,
Oh my
which I don't know,
God.
yeah, maybe he said that,
I,
but
I hope that's true. I really do
but
hope that's
also
true.
like maybe don't make your movies, maybe don't make your movies based on your dreams, I guess,
Yeah, I just
even though that's what what's his name did,
this feels like it
James
feels like they
Cameron,
made the movie this way because it's the only way that they could get Joaquin back. It was like he wants to do this weird ass thing.
yeah,
Todd Phillips doesn't really want to do it, and he fucking hates the reception of the first one. Let's just make it. But it's such a weird. Like people talk about The Last Jedi shitting on Star Wars, and like I don't like The Last Jedi, but like holy shit, I in this moment would much rather be a fan of the original Star Wars trilogy and Luke Skywalker than be a fan of the first Joker movie.
but it's not like because Luke quits, but it's not like there's a scene where it's not like the whole movie Luke is like
Yeah.
Luke, and then
Yeah.
and then
At
and
the
then
end, he's like,
some
actually, fuck
stormtroopers
it.
get to him and he goes, actually, I fucking hate being Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Fuck Luke Skywalker. And then
But like
that's the end.
you know what the most you know why I hate The Rise of Skywalker is how egregiously stupid and pandering it is to like dumbass audience members. The part
And
in
it's for nobody as well. Yeah.
It's for nobody. But the part in that movie when like Ray's like, well, you ran away, and Luke goes, well, I was wrong, and people went, oh, finally, they're making Luke Skywalker right. That's his arc in The
In
Last
the
Jedi.
movie. Yeah.
He accepts the fact that he is the legend of Luke Skywalker. Again, I have a lot of problems with The Last Jedi. I don't necessarily think the Luke Skywalker arc is that. I think there are better ways to do it. We're talking about The Last fucking Jedi. I know you're
Yeah.
looking at me like we're talking about The Last
I'm
Jedi,
like,
but still,
I don't know about
like
this.
it could be so much worse. It
Yeah.
could be so much
Apparently, it could
worse,
be
man.
Game of Thrones season 8.
Oh fuck, dude,
It could
I don't
be
even
infamous Iron Man issue 12. Anyway, let's move
fuck.
on. The only
Yeah,
other bit of news I have here is that Zachary Levi thing that we talked about.
yeah, I know. Like,
So
I have a
Zachary
thing.
Levi
Yeah,
came
there you
out on
go.
stage. Oh, good for him. He went out on stage and
My God.
endorsed he endorsed Donald Trump for president.
Yep.
And
As you
there was an
yourself have
article.
done on this
He
podcast.
said, as I do every week. I mean, look at my shirt. And and the audio listeners are gonna be real confused by that. And
Yeah.
he said the phrase, This is probably career suicide in very liberal Hollywood. First of
Oh
all,
God.
what career? What are we talking about?
Yes.
Nobody saw
Yes.
Harold. Harold made $5, right? Maybe. And then an article came out that says someone close to him said that he thought the Shazam role was going to make
No.
him into a Chris Evans or a The Rock, and that he's
Mm,
really bitter that that didn't happen to him.
mm.
Um, what?
I have a thought.
Just
My thought with that is genuinely, and like I think I know where most, or if not all of our listener base would skew politically, right?
yeah,
But I don't, no matter where you are on the political spectrum and agree or disagree with Zachary Levi's politics, he just sucks. Like no
yeah,
matter where I feel
yeah.
like everyone can agree. Like if I was like super right wing and I saw that he endorsed Donald Trump, I'd be like, oh fuck, not him. Like you know what I
But this is the
mean?
thing is like it's always like when actors, celebrities do this and they
Mm.
embrace the grifting politics side of the
Yeah.
culture, it's never anyone you want. It's Carla it's what's her name? Carla Gugino from The Mandalorian. It's like
Oh God.
Scott
Yeah, Gina Carano.
Baio. Gina, what did I just say?
What
Who
did
did I
you call
say?
her? Gala Grana?
What's her character in Mandalorian?
Oh, Cara Dune.
Cara Dune. I think I was
Yeah.
thinking of some other actress, but I did mean Gina Carano. I flipped.
Yeah.
You know what I did? CG, or I saw it,
Yeah.
and I did the
You
other way
went
around.
Gano Karina or something.
Gun. Yeah, I just made up some Star Wars name. It was Goobop do Boobop.
Yeah, it was Glupshitter when
Yeah.
Glupshitter
Um,
endorsed it.
isn't Carla Gugino? Isn't she like Silk Spectre in the Watchmen movie? Isn't she in a lot of Zack Snyder movies? She's an actress. She's a real person.
Give me the name again. Or run it
Carla,
back.
she's in Haunting a Hill House. She's in a bunch of Mike Flanagan things.
Carla.
Real real
Oh.
person, real human being.
Oh my God. Oh, she's the original Silk Spectre. Well done.
Yes, she's Sally.
Good. Oh, she's the Gerald in Gerald's game. No,
Oh,
she's not
cool.
the Gerald in Gerald. I just bought that book. Not
Look
there.
at you. Oh, I see all them Walking Dead compendiums. Um,
Yeah, I know. Hey, good
you know,
shit.
watching Game of Thrones, I'm like, God, I want to rewatch I want to reread The Walking Dead
I
already.
know.
Ensembles, ensembles. Anyway, but again, it's like never anybody they want. It's like
Yeah.
the other side gets like Taylor Swift, you definitely want on
Yeah.
your side,
Or like
and
the
they get
entire cast of the Avengers.
yes, exactly, and they get Zachary Levi.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Well,
Yay.
that's the thing. I think I said it last week, but like it does make me wonder, like, Zach Levi's kind of had just a spiral down career wise since really he started, really, since
Yeah.
Chuck or whatever the fuck.
Since
Um,
Chuck.
but like it makes me wonder. I'm like, I wonder what if we went back 3 years, what is Zachary Levi's politics, or has he just done this because this'll get me attention? Like,
Yeah, I
for
don't
better
know.
or worse, you can be a nobody, and if you lean into American politics hard enough, you can make a name for yourself. Just yeah, like you said,
Yeah.
grifting and leeching off of like the echo chamber shit. Like
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
my favorite idea coming out of this is because I don't know what the press conference he did or whatever it was, but I like the idea that Trump had to come out and be like, "There's Shazam. We all saw Shazam. What a wonderful
Yeah.
movie! I saw it and I
Yeah.
went, wow, what a great Shazam movie!" Like he has to
The
pretend like he knows.
costumes in second were so much better.
He has to come out and pretend like he knows who Zachary Levi is
Yeah.
or what Shazam is.
Yeah.
We've got a superhero on our side. I said, "Wow, what a great superhero!" Anyway,
Har- we all saw Harris in the blue pen. Like he doesn't even know
yes,
what it's called.
yes, Harris and the blue pen. Yes, Chuck. Yeah, we also and from the Grid Show, Charles.
That's great shit.
God, that fucking guy. Anyway,
Ugh.
that's all the news I got.
Oh,
So I guess we can go to questions now.
yeah, right. So I put out a little secret Q&A thing on the page. We've got a few more in the meantime. Excellent.
Epic.
Um, I said podcast Q&A and then wrote down the bottom, you know, but I thought there wasn't an episode, and then I just told the audience to shut up, shut their
Oh,
mouths, stop
oh my
asking
gosh.
questions. Yeah, I said shut the fuck
Wow.
up. There is no episode. Shut
I
up.
didn't. I
So
don't condone you saying that to our audience, but
I'm gonna continue saying it.
I know.
I love our audience.
There's a
I
lot of
really
words
do.
we tell you not to say, and you continue to say them.
Wow, that's not true. That's not true. If anything, that's Hunter. Hunter gave the thing 7 out of 10 on Letterboxd, so we're not letting that slide.
Yeah, we did see that, didn't we? The
We did
Thing,
see that.
Ben Grimm. Yeah.
B- Because he's that's tying into the joke last week where I called Hunter anti-Semitic. Remember?
Oh yes, right. He gave it. Yeah.
I said last
It,
week. That was 2 days ago for us.
yeah, that was Thursday. Today's Sunday.
Wonder if he actually is.
Anti-Semitic?
Yeah.
You have to wonder.
Mm. All right. I'm just gonna start from the bottom and work up. So, first one from Trey Pash. Pash?
Trey Pash.
P-A-S. Whatever. Depeche Mode. What's JD doing?
Um, he's out there.
He's doing stuff.
He's doing stuff. He's out there. I feel like
Leave it at
every
that.
time, listen, I feel like every time we address JD, people probably think there's like some crazy breakup between us and we're like trying
No,
to
it's
like fade him out of the podcast or something. Truth is, he's just working a
Yeah.
lot.
Look, one day it would be great to just come on the podcast and go, "Hey guys, this."
Yes. He's just working a
But
lot.
he works a lot,
Like a
and it's
lot. Like you would not believe how much. I
like
guess you would.
you would not comprehend how
I guess
much.
you would. I guess you would because
I
he hasn't been
suppose.
here, but yeah.
Yeah, you would. But like, yeah, we hear from him about as much as you guys do.
It's actually true. It's actually true. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll leave that one at that. Thoughts on the Batman White Knight series, also from Trey Pash. Now, I read,
There was a second where I was like, Trey Pash made that?
yeah,
Um,
yeah, by Trey Pash. I read the first, is the first one just Batman White Knight, and then they
yeah,
did
yeah,
a
Scott Gordon
second.
Murphy. They did the whole
Yes, yeah.
Whiteverse or whatever. Beyond like there
I
was the White Knightiverse. They did a Batman Beyond one. There's sequels. Yeah. You read it, you
mm,
saying. You read it. We actually
I
read
read
that.
that
Why
first
why
book.
did you read
I
that?
read that first book ages ago.
Probably when it came
And I
out,
remember
no?
liking it a lot. Yeah, I think his Batgirl was in it, and that's why.
I think it's good. Here's my issue with it. It leans on the side of because it's the whole point of like, oh, what if Batman was going crazy and then the Joker went sane, and then they have to Joker is trying to fix Gotham from a crazed Batman, and it portrays itself like it's like this canon version of DC, but it is kind of like the Injustice universe where it's like, no, there's a lot missing or different about
Mm,
this from the get go.
you know how I feel about Injustice.
Yeah, but it's like they established the Joker in that universe never kills anybody. He's never killed anyone. So he's not really
Mm,
even the Joker. So like,
yeah.
first there's a lot of weight gone inherently just
You
there.
know what I would do with the Joker is I'd make it that like he's super rich, but he's never
Oh.
laughed at anything, and that's why they call him the Joker. What do you think of
Oh,
that?
that sounds like an absolutely great idea.
Nice.
um,
I saw Absolute Batman, like the first issue, first print on sale for $10. Should I buy it?
damn. I got it on sale for $5.
But before,
Um,
before it costs a hundred
yeah,
thousand
I
dollars.
know, I know. I can't wait to go to Comic Con and there's gonna be like resellers and they're just like $80. I'm like, dude, this issue came out last week, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I had an issue with White Knight where it kind of portrayed Batman like Twitter portrays Batman, where it's like he's a
Mm-mm.
rich guy that just beats up poor people. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yes. Yeah.
I don't, I just don't agree with that. I think
Mm,
it's fiction. They're not like poor, and that's the issue. It's because they're murderers and insane people, and they
hmm
blow up schools and stuff. Like that's why Batman punches
Yeah.
them. He doesn't punch them
Yeah.
because they're poor.
Yeah, and also like 90% of the people Batman punches are like big reptile or big clay person or
Yes.
crazy clown man or
Like
two-faced bipolar weirdo.
there's the joke always about like, oh, he won't kill the Joker, but he'll give like a henchman who's trying to pay for his kids like college, a hemorrhage. And sure, like, but again, it's fiction.
Yeah,
We
and also that's
all,
really funny.
yes, like we all played Arkham, we all break arms and we don't care.
Mm,
So why do we care in the comics? It's fun
I
to
don't.
do.
I don't.
No, I agree. I don't either.
And the thing is too, like I come at it from like a Daredevil fan's perspective where it's like I'm not gonna, kill you or do anything to ruin your life unless it's just might be a random Tuesday. It's the fifth issue in a series, and he's like, right, I'm gonna break someone's
Yeah,
spine just for no
yeah.
reason.
I like the idea that Batman is like generally calm and collected, but there are certain things that escalate him that like a supervillain really shouldn't do.
I
And like
do.
he should take responsibility for being
Yeah.
as violent as he is, but at the same time, it's like this guy is a little unhinged. Like
I
there's
I love when he fucking breaks KGB's spine and leaves him in the snow after Rick
yes,
Grayson.
I
I
love that
love
too.
that. He's just like,
I
fuck you, figure it
yes.
out.
Yeah, I love that as well. And he does, I guess he does. We haven't seen KG Beast now that I'm thinking about it since then, but
Since that, oh my God, I hope they go
uh
back and he's just a skeleton and
he's
Batman's
still
like,
there.
oh.
Yeah. But there's like a moment.
Guess he wouldn't be a skeleton
It's
if
in a
he's free.
Bendis book. It's a really subtle moment. It's a Bendis Batman book. It's actually awesome, Batman universe, and where he's confronting the Riddler and he's talking to him. They're probably like 6 feet away from each other, and he's like, "All right, Eddie, like you're done." He's Riddler's Ed, Eddie Riddler is back against a window that's leading into a restaurant. He's backed up against it, and Batman's like, "You're done. You're cornered. This is it." And then Riddler pulls out a gun, and Batman's like, "There's a panel where Batman just kind of looks at him like, really, man?" And then the next
Yeah.
panel is just him tackling him through the window. It's just like he
Ah,
shouldn't have pulled out the gun,
yeah.
you know?
Why would you do that?
Exactly.
That's
You know
awesome.
this guy.
I like
Love it.
that. Anyway, that's our thoughts on Batman White Knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Batman's insane in that book.
Who wins in a fight, you guys or the Avengers? No prep time.
Oh, no prep time. Okay, that makes it tougher for the
Mm.
Avengers. I want to say that we're real and
Yeah.
they're fictional. And
That we win in
so
that sense.
I think we just write them out of existence.
Oh, that's
We
good.
just
I like that a
erase
lot.
them,
That
you
I
know?
like that a lot. Yeah.
Do you think,
I think we would do the it thing where we would just go, "Ah, you're a piece of shit. You're not real. You can't hurt us."
yeah,
And
and
then
then
they
they just
just turn really
disappear?
small. Yeah.
Yes.
And then we
I like
squish them.
I like the idea of that. Yeah. The ritual of
All right.
Chud.
The ritual of Chud. Do you know what the ritual of Chud is in the book?
I cannot say that I do.
It is a weird ancient idea that like you lock into each other's like orbit and soul, and you bite the tongue of the opposition. You bite each other's tongue like that, and then
Okay.
you tell jokes at each other until someone breaks. That's what the ritual of Chud is.
So it's definitely better in the movie, huh?
Well, in the movie, they don't really do a ritual of Chud. They throw a bunch of shit in a basket and light it on fire, and then it
Yeah.
doesn't work. And then they just go, "Oh, let's bully him again." I think that's
That he gets real,
sick.
he just goes flat like a balloon.
This is a great part in the book. Like I'm right at the end. Like it's
Shit.
married up so that the kids are about to fight Pennywise for the last time, and the adults are about to fight Pennywise. Like it's like last chapter. And there's a really cool part where the um adult version is talking about like, they're going through the sewers, they come into this big coliseum like room, and then there's three tunnels stacked and they have to decide which one to go through. And then we swap to the adult's perspective, and it's like the exact same writing layout, so it's like going on this journey or this
Mm-hmm.
adventure through the tunnels. And like when you're reading it the second time, you're like, I know this because I just did
Do
it, and it's like
so
your memories are coming back, which is
both of the
cool.
stories in that book happen concurrently.
Yeah, so it swaps back and forth all the
Oh,
time.
that's cool.
And
That's
it
cool.
swaps back to the point where like someone will say something, it will be like, "Hey, wasn't it just up ahead?" And then like the next thing says, "Here, it's over here." And it's like the 1950s, not one, not the 19, like it
That's
literally
cool.
leads
That's
sentence
cool.
into sentence. But yeah, there's a cool part where like it's the adults about to face Pennywise, and it's like they're Bill running into big Pennywise spider. And it's like Richie looks over and he sees that Stan is running, holding his aspirator out like a gun, and he says like some sort of weird cowboy holding an odd looking pistol, and then it like that part ends with the ritual began for a second time, and it's like, okay, this is hype.
Hmm.
And then the start of the next like bit is that exact same setup of them running at Pennywise, and it's once again child Richie looking at Stan and going, and Stan was holding at his aspirator like a weird pistol, and it's like they're doing the exact same shit again, and it's just so cool. I'm
That
like,
is
okay,
cool.
Stephen King, you got me. I still haven't gotten to the part though.
Yeah, you're
It's
excited
it's come
though.
up. Beverly remembered. She went, "All of you?" And then it was like, oh no.
Oh,
I
Jesus
was like,
Christ.
oh, yeah, great book. Might be the best book I've ever read, but anyway. Um, Best runs that no one has ever heard of.
Um,
No one?
Probably The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'd agree.
That no one has ever heard of.
No one's ever heard of.
I'm just looking at my shelf
Best
right
run. I
now.
can come up with some ones that are like kind of good and no one's ever heard of.
Like what?
Halloween Night Dance.
What?
Halloween comic. It's
But,
4 issues, but it's all right.
but it's all right.
It's all right.
I'm a big
Ben
fan.
Kaminsky wrote some Doctor Strange that no one seems to remember at the
Is it the
same
trench
time
coat
that
era?
no, it's just before.
Oh,
It's in
okay.
the era that I really love where it was like Len Kaminsky, Roger Stern, Jeff Isherwood and all of that. It's the Sorcerer Supreme shit. But like there's just a few
I gotta
bits
get
in there
into
that no
that.
one really knows. Dennis
I
O'Neill Daredevil?
Oh, Denny O'Neil Daredevil. I've read a little bit of that. I know I definitely
Oh,
have to read more of it.
that's good stuff.
I'm a big fan of this Nick Spencer book from Image called Bedlam,
Mm.
um, where it's basically about this guy. His name was he was a supervillain called Matter Red, and he was basically the Joker, except even more violent. Like there's the opening of the book is him. He went into like there was a school trip at like a theater, seeing like a play, and then he held it hostage. And then the opening is a superhero showing up and him killing a kid, and then like
Oh,
like slitting a kid's throat,
what?
and then it cuts, and then the actual plot of the story is that he has now been redeemed. Like they've done this experimental thing to fix him, so now he's like normal again. His name is Fillmore Press, and he's working with the police in order to help them solve more murders. Meanwhile, he was this horrific serial killer that
Wow.
like
It's
serial killer. I
Memento,
say serial
sort of.
killer, but he was like a supervillain. So he
Mm,
was bombastic and whatnot. I really like the writing for that character is the thing. He's so horrible. He's so
mm.
terrible. He's kind of scary. I kind of want to show you him. I have the book over here. He's
Sure. I'm still trying to think of like an
he's
example.
really creepy looking. It's Riley Rossmo, so it's got this
Oh,
kind of
okay, cool.
unnerving kind of thing to it. This is Matter Red, and
Cool.
I
That's a sick
love,
design.
yeah, I love the
Yeah.
design. I love the character. I love the way he speaks. This page is all about how he's like, I've been arrested. And what that means is I have something to reveal. I have put bombs everywhere in this city. And I'm not going to tell you where. Maybe they're in your kid's locker room. Maybe they're in your kid's backpack. Maybe they're in your kids. And I'm not going to tell you what. And I'm going to blow them up unless you let me out. and,
Wow.
and so then the city, like, people start rioting and they're like, let him out. They're trying to break in to let him out. And it's like he's turning the city mad. I love it. It never finished, I don't think. I think it's only like nine
No
issues or so,
way.
but
Really?
it's awesome. Yeah. Nick Spencer.
I
That
think
was
we've talked
actually
about
where I heard of Nick Spencer.
we've talked about sex criminals on here before. It's a good
Yes,
book. I mean, that's heard of. It's not it's unknown heard
I
of
gotta
what
get
you've got to
Six
watch.
Criminals. I know I have like a whole backlist of things I gotta get into, and that's definitely one of them.
It ends fine. I thought it was fine. There's
But
this.
the thing is, they have the whole compendium out.
Oh man, that's not this is just wait.
Oh, we're just waiting. He's grabbing something from the
Oh,
shelf.
fuck.
He's messing up. Um, but yeah,
Oh
Bedlam.
man,
Bedlam's awesome.
I've made fucking mincemeat of that. What'd you say?
I said Bedlam's awesome. Read Bedlam.
Yeah, I'm sure that's, I'm sure that's what you said.
It actually is.
This I don't think I've ever taken this out of the thing before. So this is fresh for you.
What is it?
This is a I think you've read this before. I picked this up for cheap because it's very hard to track down for a good price, and I found it fucking mint. All right, Daredevil, Black
Daredevil,
Widow,
Black Widow.
Apertoire,
No, I don't think so.
which is written by is it written by Jim Starlin? It is written by Jim Starlin,
Oh, goat. Love
and
Jim
it's
Starlin.
fucking beautiful. Let me find some sick ass pages. Like it's just like gorge book.
Who drew it? Who drew it? Who drew
Who
it?
wrote it?
I said that like Scooby Doo.
I would fuck that
Joe
up. Joe
Chiodo.
Chiodo, Chiodo,
Okay.
Chiodo. But it's so pretty. Let me find some bloody. Oh, dude, look, just so.
That
Oh,
is
it's
awesome.
just
Yeah.
art. It's just
Shit.
Bob Ross if Bob Ross was on
I gotta get
drugs,
into
which he
that.
probably was.
Yeah. 20th Century Men also. Dennis Camp. I keep talking about it.
I
10
need
out
to
of 10.
find some blood. Sorry.
Just looking at my
Oh,
shelf now.
dude,
I'm just like, oh, what is a good book?
I, why did he ever give that up? Why did he ever give that up,
Yeah,
bro?
for
Anyway,
Karen Page.
yeah, dude, what an idiot.
Yeah. Do you think they're
God damn.
ever going to go back to that? Do you
I
think that's
fucking
at,
hope not, man.
but do you think it's at all a bit of Daredevil, like the world of Daredevil anymore is Black Widow?
Uh, no.
Because I would say that she was probably most associated as a Daredevil character before her big Avengers
Yeah,
push.
no. I would, for me, she's kind of endgame material, which is,
Yes.
I
And
have a
she is
complicated
in
relationship.
in
End of
in
days,
in
yeah.
yeah, End of Days, yeah.
I have a complicated relationship with that book. I think it's really good, and then also it kind of is bad.
I
And
don't think that yeah,
I'm glad that it's non-canonical because Bendis wanted it to be a
the
canonical end
actual
to
ending to
Daredevil, and
Daredevil,
Marvel
yeah.
were like, no, that's not happening. And thank God it wasn't, because
Yeah.
no. Um, but yeah, it's good. It's good. And I like the ending. I like the twist of it all. I think it's
Yes, the
cool.
Mapone,
It's a
yeah,
very
that is
Citizen
nice.
Kane Rosebud kind of ending.
Yes, and that is obviously the point of it too. Yeah. I
But yeah.
like I like it. I like End of
You know,
Days
it's also is a great comic book. This, right?
that
Look
nobody's
how
ever
old this
read.
bag is. That no, genuinely, maybe no one's ever read.
Here we
Uh,
go.
I'm so glad for audio listeners. Make better choices because this is not the podcast for
Yeah,
that.
this is
Here
a
you
horrible
go.
podcast for you. Here we go. Shock and Dilemma. $1
Yeah,
old monster comic.
yeah, $1 old monster comic.
All right, I love it. I do
Do you know why I'm
read.
showing you this?
Why? What's in
It
it?
was a freebie. It was a freebie from Wayne.
Wayne.
Shout out, Wayne.
Shout out
Go,
Wayne.
Wayne. Let's go, Wayne. It's
I do
all.
I do read a lot of old comics, like old like I mean I say old. What I'm thinking of right now is Marvel. I think it's Marvel Preview, which are the black and
Yeah,
white one shot
dude. That
stories where they
Marvel
introduce like
fucking
Star Lord and
Marvel
stuff like that.
fanfare. Marvel fanfare's
Yeah,
got some
a
good
lot of
shit,
those
man.
good
That
ones. But I'm also
you know
thinking
how
of like
feral I go off of that Ken fucking Stacy Doctor Doom Iron Man story. I
yes.
fucking love it.
I
When
also
Christopher Cantwell brought that random character back for like one issue, and I was like, woo!
I've read a lot of like old detective comics because I think they're hilarious.
Yes.
I've read obviously Batman's debut. That's not obviously everyone's read that, but there's a lot of good like gems
But you
in
like what's his name
those
too?
old Batman
What's the
comics.
detective?
Slam
What's his
Bradley, yes,
Slam Bradley? Yeah.
he's the goat. Yes, I dressed up as him for Halloween last year. I might go as
Did
him
you
to Comic
really?
Con. Yeah, love
Slam
Slam
Bradley.
Bradley.
That's
Detective
awesome.
Comics issue number 1, good issue. Slam Bradley. Anyway,
Who is he? What's his name again?
his name is Slam Bradley. But his real
Slam
name is
Bradley. Okay.
Sam. But all his enemies call him Slam because he slams them. I guess. Gotham City Year One. Read that. I don't know if you've read it. Read
No.
that. That's a good one. No one's read.
Gotham City Year. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking Batman. The the what's the one in the New 52 one? It's not year one. Ground
Zero
Zero, year
Year.
zero. Zero year. Got there.
Yes.
Good
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah. Terrible podcast.
Um, what do you? Oh, Bruce Stevens. Oh, sorry. That I didn't say that who wins in a fight one was from Jude Wiseman. Thanks, Jude Wiseman. Um, Bruce Stevens says, "What do you guys think the new Ultimate Universe is building to? I think it's building to the Maker getting out, and then after that, no idea."
Um, I wonder if he must mean it in specifics because we do know it's obviously to the maker got breaking out. I swear to God, you can call me a crackpot. You can call me not like a maniac connecting, red lines where there's no red lines.
Mm,
This upcoming impending doom, there is a doom coming that they teased.
mm.
I just swear to God that it's tied in with the maker. I just
I
feel
hope you're
like
right.
in his city, he's not going to stop at his universe. Whatever
Mm,
he's creating, whatever he's doing, I feel like it's going to
That was
branch out.
well, it's that was the promise at the end of or at the start of Ultimate Invasion with Reed
Yes.
Richards. It's
Yes.
like
When he
I'll keep
sees
that in mind. Yeah.
exactly. And so I think that what I think he, I think in a greater sense, he is becoming Doctor Doom, the
Hmm.
Maker, where he's going to become like the ultimate villain of the multiverse for a bit. I think Doom as Sorcerer Supreme and him as the devil right now. I feel
Yeah.
like all of this happening is not a coincidence. I feel like it's all connected.
I hope they open the dome and it's Mephisto. Fuck, that'd be
No,
funny.
you don't. No, you
Fuck,
don't.
that would be funny though.
Yes, it would. But I
You
think
wouldn't turn that page and just be like,
I think Sorcerer Supreme Doom and the Maker have something to do with each other.
okay.
Because Doom's also locked away in his city building something right now. And we have no idea what he's doing. Don't you think it's a
Mm.
coincidence that both Latvias are
Mm,
locked away
they
and
have
both of them are
domes, yeah.
building shit?
Yeah. Yeah. It is it is interesting. It is,
Is
yeah.
interesting, yeah.
Or it's nothing.
Or it's nothing. It could very well be nothing. I
I
guess we'll
tend to
see.
believe you, and I also want to believe you because I think that's exactly what I want. Like that is that is the meat and potatoes right there.
Yes.
Like for
And
all our
it's like,
talk about DC has higher highs and Marvel's more consistent about whatever.
yeah,
Like I'm sorry, but like DC's highest high right now could not beat the idea in my mind of doing this. The Maker 16, no, well 1610 Maker in 6160 crossing over with 616. Like
yes.
they,
You
they
have
just have so
to
much for DC love to brag about legacy, and arguably they are the worst at legacy. They've been the worst at legacy for a
for
fucking
a little
decade,
bit
right?
since
But the
52, yeah.
legacy that goes on with Marvel right now, where like you could smash all these toys together and it would be the coolest
Yes.
shit ever.
But
You could do Secret Wars again.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think what they have to do, I think, is
Dude, it's 10-year anniversary of Secret Wars would be next year.
I know it's crazy, and I think that
Well,
again they know that,
good.
and that's going to be something. Um, I think, and it's 40 years of the original Secret Wars this year. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think it's what they could do, what they have to do is Reed 616 Doom teaming up against the Maker. I think that's your story right there.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
yeah.
is the greater good that the two of them would have to put it aside
Mm.
to fight against.
Agreed. Yeah,
That is the
that'd be
only
so
thing,
cool.
you
And
know?
what a like how perfect is that from Secret Wars, where it's them
Yes.
being at the end, but also the Maker was there for Secret Wars. He was
Yes,
part
he
of it. Like
was.
he was there. Like it would be such a. Can you imagine? Can you
I
imagine a
know.
Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars 2? Can
I
you
know.
actually?
A secret sequel.
Why are we putting
Even
Assad
secreter
on the
wars.
fucking mid-Alien Avengers crossover? Get him on that book.
Maybe.
Oh my
Maybe.
God.
Or maybe that's a maybe because
Don't
also
get me
obviously
fantasizing and salivating like that.
Jed McKay's also obviously doing all this stuff. The Avengers issue where they finally deal with Doom as Sorcerer Supreme, I think is next month. I think or maybe it's this month. But
The Jed McKay what, sorry?
the Jed McKay Avengers issue where
Oh
it's issue
yes, I've
23.
got that.
Yes,
I've
okay.
got
It's
that. Yeah,
it's
I've
issue
got that book.
19. My bad. It comes
Did you
out.
finish His Strange?
Oh, actually, no, I haven't. I got really close. I don't know why I stopped.
Low ass motherfucker.
I'm
Hurry
yeah, I
up.
know. Avengers issue 19 comes out October 23rd. Doom against
Mm,
Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Yeah, so that's where we'll find out what Doom is doing. That's Jed McKay's story.
that's
I'm just
exciting.
excited for it all. I think also I think you're right about the fact that I think both Peters will meet.
Yeah,
And I
oh,
think
you
it
have
is
to.
as
You have
easy
to.
as having regular Peter see Ultimate Peter and that being his
Eh,
impetus for like doing everything right this time.
Yeah, get it right. Except
Yeah.
except like 6160's MJ wasn't getting raw dogged by a random villain
I
while Peter was out there being sad.
genocidal, yeah.
Yeah.
God. You know,
I
Paul,
know you don't
it's
like
gonna
when people
end.
call like Peter Parker, like 616 Peter Parker a cuck, but also he kind of is. But also
No,
let MJ
he
do what she wants
literally
to do.
is. No, I know. But you know
You can
what?
have it.
Jed
You can
McKay's
commentary both way. I hated when people were like MJ can't blah 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 blah. Yes, she can, but also it's very funny for Peter Parker.
it is hilarious for Peter Parker, this character that we love. It's interesting. I just remembered Zeb Wells is about to be off of Spider-Man. The next Spider-Man arc is the Doctor Doom one. So
What?
stuff, seeds
Really?
planted. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's all it's I'm swear to God, it's all gonna matter. It's Marvel.
We
It
are
always
taking
does
we are
matter.
5 questions deep. We got a lot more, bro.
Yes, sorry. Yes, we're chatting.
Favorite DC and Marvel runs. I'd listen to the podcast, I guess.
Marvel, Ultimate Spider-Man,
Yeah.
DC run. We're not talking about just books runs.
I'm gonna.
Um, I'm a huge fan of Grant Morrison's JLA, but I'll go. I haven't fucking finished Sandman. I really gotta finish Sandman.
Did you stop
Maybe,
because Neil Gaiman?
yeah. Mid-page, I remember. Oh, wait a minute. No.
Yeah, you went. Oh.
um, I'll
Did
say.
you
I'll
did you
say.
ever see what Neil Gaiman's response to that was?
No. What did he say?
Well, so like for I assume we've talked about it on the podcast, but
I
Neil
don't think we
Gaiman had a
have,
bunch of
but
like weird allegations levied against him.
yeah.
And his response was, and this is from multiple people. His response was, that is a product of misremembering. Like he was just telling them all that they didn't remember right.
Nice.
What the
It's always
fuck?
fun when someone's like, "That person's gaslighting me," and then the other person responds, "You're crazy. What are you even talking
You're
about?"
crazy. Yeah, exactly. Like his response buried him in my mind more than the like I saw that and
That's
I was like, oh, he
incredible.
did. Yeah, okay, he did it.
Oh, you did
Like
it.
he
All
so
right.
did it.
Damn it.
My God.
Um, I'll go Grant Morrison's JLA, or I'll say even I love Rebirth Superman. Rebirth Superman was peak.
Yeah, yeah. Peter J. Tomasi
Tomasi and
and
Gleason, yeah.
Gleason. Yeah. I'm gonna
God, what the
say
fuck is Marvel doing with Gleason, man?
Mark Wade's Flash, Mark
Hmm.
Wade's Daredevil, and Mark Wade's The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Those are my favorite books.
Yes, Mark. That's yeah, that makes sense. You
I
know
mean,
what else another
I
run
want
I
to.
love?
What's that?
Um, I love here's two. Jeff Johns on JSA. Excellent. It's like 10 years. It's awesome. And also DeMatteis, Giffen, McGuire, Justice League International. It's just the funniest comic book ever.
I joke. I don't joke about it. I bring it up a lot, but genuinely, Len Kaminsky's fucking Iron Man run is actually the best thing like ever.
Is
It's
it your favorite Iron
so
Man run?
good. No, because
Is
Matt
it?
Fraction
It's
exists, but
Fraction, yeah, obviously.
it might, like, yeah, it could be. But I love the Denny. Oh, Iron
You
Man
brought
has
up
good comics.
Wade's.
People
You
need
brought
to
up
read
Wade's
them.
Daredevil. I'm thinking about Wade's Daredevil because, like, I
Mm.
was thinking about that moment the other day. I forget what I was watching,
Where
but it.
Leapfrog jumps on fog. No, let's do
No,
whatever.
I was thinking of where he's fighting Ikari. Who? Where has he
Mm,
been? By the way, great
yeah,
villain.
yeah. He was cool.
And we all think he's blind, and then he says to Matt, "Why don't you grab the red bat?" And then Matt's just like, "Holy shit, this guy
Shit.
isn't blind."
Yeah.
Love that issue. That
That's a
issue's
cool
so
cat,
good.
dude.
Yeah,
That second run
looks
is
sick
so
too.
sick. I know I have
Yeah.
a lot, I think I have a lot of nostalgia because that was like me reading Daredevil, like
Mhm.
2014 was
Yeah,
when I
me too.
got
That was
into
when I
that
jumped
shit.
on as well.
Yeah, and it's like, but it is so fucking lit. I remember it's like
Hmm.
issue six, it's like late in the run. It's like 18 issues and it's late in the run. The Kingpin like finally shows up. And like
Hmm.
usually I'm
It's
not
during
very
Secret
like,
Wars.
yeah,
Yeah,
but I was like so hyped. I'm like, oh, he's the fat bald guy. Here he is. Woo, let's go.
yeah.
Like it
Vincent
should have been.
D'Onofrio.
But genuinely, Len Kaminsky Iron Man is fucking astounding. So is Denny O'Neil's Iron Man. Everything that you like about the first, like, the first two Iron Man movies, that is all Denny O'Neil, man. That first Iron Man movie is just an adaptation of Denny O'Neil's Iron Man. It's fucking
Hmm.
lit. Um, and Ascenti's Daredevil we've talked about a little bit on
Yes,
here.
excellent.
It's so good. It's balls to the wall,
Yeah,
insane.
it
It's
is.
so good.
It is absolutely. You do not go into it thinking that you're going to be reading a normal Daredevil run because then he's gonna show up in hell. He's gonna fight Ultron. He's gonna save androids. It's a weird
Mm.
one, but
I'm gonna say that Len Kaminsky's Iron Man is better than either of the Michelini runs,
of Iron Man,
which is kind of big because one of those
Demon
has
in a
Demon in a
Bottle, and
Bottle,
Armor War.
and the other one has Armor Wars. Yes,
Yeah.
and the other one also has a lot more going than Armor Wars. It's also just a fucking good run. It's both of those have both of the Doom quests, Doom Quest and Reoccurring
Hmm.
Nightmare. They are very very good runs, but Len Kaminsky's Iron Man it's kind of tropey in the sense that almost like every issue or every second issue, it's like here's a cameo from like this
Yeah, I
big
was
character.
reading through Len Kaminsky's Iron Man
Yeah.
a couple months ago, just like the first couple issues, and it's like It's like here's some one issue is like something fun happens to Iron Man. Next issue is he's fighting the Hulk, and it's like,
Yes,
yeah,
but like then,
love
but
stuff like
like
that.
it's fighting the Hulk, but it's also the debut of the Hulkbuster, the debut
Hulkbuster,
of the
yep,
War Machine armor, the debut of the
yes,
like so many massive things that we just take for granted in Iron Man all started in that book, and it's
yes.
like no one talks about the Lincoln. Well, sort of now because they're like recollecting them and stuff, but like it took a long time for that run to pick up the traction that the others do, and it's
I
phenomenal.
mean the
It's so good.
fraction that others do.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Also, I love the Kurt Busiek and Roger
Yes,
Stern, that 25 issue. And you know what? Soft spot
say it.
for I've got a soft spot for the one where the armor falls in love with him, which is issues 26 to 30 right after that run.
Yes, and it's
I
also
like
the story where Tony reveals to the world that, or it's revealed to the world that Tony's Iron Man.
And then it's also not though.
Yes, and he's got the stupid bandage on his nose, and he
He
looks
has he
stupid.
does have that for the whole thing. Sean
Yes,
Chen, good artist. God, he's a
good.
great
No, that
artist.
is good. You know what I was just thinking about? Another Marvel run. I only said Ultimate Spider-Man, but let's stick with Bendis again.
Oh wait.
I think I owe all of my Marvel love to reading New Avengers.
Yes,
Original.
you
I'm
do.
actually rereading it like currently. Like it is just. I
I
think
owe
that
me
is.
reading New Avengers to you reading New Avengers.
But I think it is like it's like the I don't even have the words for it, man. It is just peak. I know we say this a lot, but for me, New Avengers is the peak superhero team comic ever.
Mm.
And like I just said, JLI, Justice League International, it's kind of a template for New Avengers where it's just kind of like, what if these characters were fun and goofy? Because New Avengers is kind of that as well. Also, unfortunately, New Avengers gets cut in half by Civil War. Because if like Bendis
Mm.
had 100 issues of that normal team, it would have been so much better. That being
The
said, it's
Walking
still
Dead.
so good. And then yes, The Walking Dead is also my favorite Marvel comic.
I was gonna say that there is I've talked about it before, but there is an issue of Len Kaminsky's Iron Man where like Venom shows up because like obviously it's gotta
Okay, I
have
did
Venom
read that
show up.
one actually. That one blew my
It
mind.
is it's such a good issue because it's Iron Man like running for what's Tony Stark running for his fucking life as like Venom rampages through like Stark International or Stark Enterprises.
Yeah,
And it's like him being like, I need to get to the fucking armor or this thing's gonna rip me apart. And it's awesome.
yeah.
Look at that cover. That is that's not that far away, but like,
I
bro,
did read I did read that issue actually recently.
it's
I remember reading it for
such
no
a good
reason. I read
issue.
that one.
It's so good, dude.
It's
It's
awesome.
so sick.
It's awesome.
But I love a story like I love taking, yeah, like a character like Tony Stark without the armor. What the fuck is he gonna do against that? Like, there we
Yeah,
go, a life model decoy. That's the best he can do at the time. That's good shit.
that is good shit.
Do I like Venom? I saw,
We all like
genuinely
Venom.
saw
We
the.
all like Venom.
I know, but I saw the Venom hot toy with like the split head Tom Hardy, and it was like half price, and I went, I wonder, no. Like I was
I
like,
would
I
have
mean, like,
bought
what
it.
are you
Honestly, I
talking
would have
about?
bought it.
Do you want to see what I did? Actually, you know what?
Here we
I'll
go.
save that for the next question because the next question is favorite collectible you own and your dream collectible or one you have your eyes on right now. That's from Kev Dork. And also the last question was from Lee Moore. Favorite collectible or one that you want to own?
um, I have this sick Iron Man statue that I love. It is so
Yes.
cool. I'm looking at it right now. It's like a Mark
Sideshow one, yeah,
III,
hell yeah.
yeah, Avengers Iron Man. Um, that's probably my favorite collectible, but obviously I collect a lot of Marvel Legends and stuff. Just bought the Final Swing Tom Holland Spider-Man.
That's a good one. That is a good
Um,
one.
I also obviously love the Robert Pattinson Batman hot toy. It is a
I'll tell you, yeah,
masterpiece.
that is a great
And
one.
and the Endgame Captain America one. I'm trying to think of the ones I have my eyes on. I was thinking about how at Comic Con, because I'm playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, fought Hunter yesterday.
Mm.
I beat him 7 out of 8 times. I want the
Yeah,
podcast to
eat
know that.
shit, Hunter.
I destroyed him. We played 8 games in a row. I beat him 7 times in a row. He hadn't done the tutorials yet, so I can't blame him. Um, I'm thinking like I'm gonna fucking end up buying like a Trunks or something at Comic Con.
Mm.
100% I'm gonna end
Yeah,
up buying a Trunks.
dude, collecting is a it's a real
It is
fucking
the
problem.
worst rabbit hole, but like, what else are
It
you gonna
is.
do? This is America, and you're in Australia, so never mind.
Yeah, and
This is
I'm
not
also in
America.
America.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little. Here we go. Oh, look at
Oh, we're
this.
on the
This is
move right
podcast
now.
unplugged. Michael Myers heads. Look, Darth Vader helmet. This shit cost me like $700.
Jesus Christ.
All right, these are some books. That's the King collection. There's the Thrawn collection. There's some comics. Um, come over here. Here's some just shit horror stuff.
Oh, nice.
Just some trash. Okay, this is the good stuff. I feel like
Hot Toys.
this might be the best thing just because of its size.
Oh, the guns.
My huge, like 50 centimeter tall Godzilla.
Jeez, yeah.
I love it.
That
I
is
just watched
awesome.
Monarch Legacy of Monsters for a second time because I showed it to
Why?
my partner. Showed it to my
Come
partner.
on, man.
It's okay. Again, it's a solid seven. All
It's
right.
a solid seven.
There's the Hot Toys.
If you had
Pennywise
to keep
probably look.
one, if you had to keep
If I
one,
keep one right now,
yeah, the rest of them burn. You got to run into the house, grab one.
probably one of them.
The comic ones? Oh,
The
that do
comic
look
book Iron
good.
Mans, yeah.
Yeah, that do look good.
But like also,
Thrawn,
like also Mustard Daredevil.
Daredevil. Oh, yes, She-Hulk, Daredevil. They all do look
Yeah.
good.
They all do look good. I got to do some poses. They're a bit boring at the moment. Yeah,
Arthur
partner.
Morgan's. The Batman one is so good. I really love the Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson. It is
Do you
great.
want to see? Because part of the question was also um,
Eyes,
dream
we got your
collectible or
eyes on.
something that you
Oh,
want.
Dream. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
this is something that I've just not. I realized I knocked over my stupid little light. Ah, that's great thumbnail material.
Yeah.
Um, something I had my eyes on for a minute. Had to find like a decent price on it, and you're gonna think I'm actually insane.
Oh God, here we go.
In
Is it
fact,
another Anakin?
you might even think I'm mad.
Are you out of your mind? It's a Mad
No.
Max. What is that from though? Tom Hardy,
That's
Mad Max.
Fury Road. Yeah, yeah. I'm not buying a Mel Gibson one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've
I was
held that
almost. It
opinion
almost looked
for
like the video game one.
no.
All right.
No.
I guess. Why not? It's your money. I don't care.
Fury Road's been on the list for a long time, man.
Fury Road's a good movie. Fury Road's a good movie.
Fury Road.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
So
I would not, unless there was a game one that like, oh, that's a 10 out of 10 figure. I guess I'll get it because it's related
mhm.
to the thing that I like. Or if there was a Road Warrior one that was amazing, then sure. But like, no, it's that one because it's specifically that movie.
It is cool.
And also, fucking, I like Tom Hardy.
I'm saying dream collectible. It's not a dream collectible of mine, but I will buy it
He's hot.
when it comes out. I'm gonna have to get the David Corn Sweat Superman hot toy.
Oh, yeah, but that's going to be amazing. You
I
know,
know.
that's going to be amazing.
I know. I'm gonna have to get it though. I'm saying it's a dream
Did,
collectible, but I'm gonna have to get it.
do you want to see something
And I'll put him next to Rob. Only if only.
I haven't got it yet. It's really upsetting that I haven't got it yet. I've been
What is
waiting
it?
for so fucking long, man. It's this.
Jesus. Next question.
No. Wait.
Oh, you actually had something.
I do actually have something.
This
Oh my
guy.
God, dude. In art are doing.
Rick Grimes. Is that it?
No, that also was not it.
This guy.
This guy. Where is it?
Oh my God. What about that
Found
comic
it.
book
Found
Hot
it.
Toys Doctor Doom? Are you gonna get that?
I don't think I am.
Why not?
I. Where do I put it? Oh, I guess I put it with Comic Iron Man.
It's Doctor Doom, yeah. You put them back to
No,
back doing that cool like
no, I can't. Stop it. Stop it.
buy it right now.
About this big,
Okay.
about this lot, like the length of my head, die cast.
Oh my God.
To,
It's
to
Mad-
put to
yes.
put with it.
The Interceptor, Mad Max's car.
I do have actually.
Here we go. More stuff he's grabbing. This guy. This is a very visual heavy episode of the
I've got a
podcast.
baby one.
All right. It's cute.
Also, that's wrong. It's actually a 1973 Ford Falcon XB, but casuals wouldn't understand that, would they, Tyler?
I guess not. I guess not. I
Sorry.
guess not. I guess they
suppose
wouldn't.
not.
I suppose not.
What are we doing? Questions. Fuck.
Yes.
Avery McKinnon. This isn't a question, but it is funny. I read OG Secret Wars and I couldn't stop laughing about Colossus and the alien girl.
Zaji,
Hell
yes.
yeah.
That he doesn't. Yeah, did he tell Kitty? That is the biggest question. Did
That's
anyone tell Kitty?
did anyone bring that up? Someone had to have said something.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That is
But the
very
thing
funny.
is, it's because in Secret Wars, Johnny Storm first meets Zaji, and he falls in love with her, and then Colossus meets her, and then Colossus falls in love with her, and then you think there's gonna be like this love triangle, but Johnny just goes, "Dude, I'm like Johnny Storm. I can bang anybody I see on
Yeah,
the
I'll
when we
fuck
get back
another
home."
alien.
Yeah, exactly. And so Colossus just falls in love with, and again, he's totally dating
Bizarre.
Kitty Pryde at the time. It is so funny. It's
Colossus, man, he's not beating he's a bad
no, he's
dude.
not. And it's also just so funny because like Jim Shooter is the editor in chief, and by doing that, has completely tanked Claremont's characterization for Colossus.
Mm. Yeah,
As editor in
yeah.
chief, has just destroyed
Yeah.
this because Colossus is kind of the central, not central figure, but throughout Claremont's entire run on X-Men, the 16, 17 year long run, he's kind of the one that goes through the longest arc. He goes from like idealistic kid to by the time Claremont's kicked off X-Men, he's joined up with Magneto.
Mm.
So it's just funny to me that they chose that character to fuck with, you know?
I was gonna say I feel bad for him, but no, I don't. I
Yeah,
don't.
he's
Okay.
Colossus.
Avery McKinnon also said Harper should play Null, could pull off the makeup.
I
Well,
don't
as
think
we've
there's going
learnt,
to be an actor playing Null in that movie.
do you think it's just going to be him? Did you see the new shot of him?
No, there's a new shot of him.
There
Is it
was
a
a new
face?
shot. It's a face covered in like
Hair?
hair, but it does look more Null, to be
Does he have a
fair.
sword?
No, it's not that detailed, really.
Damn.
This was this.
Let's see. Eh, I can't
Like hair
believe they're
down, but it
doing
does
it as
look
well.
like it's gonna be Null. Oh, here we go.
That's is that next week?
Can you
Damn.
tell
All
if that's
right.
some?
All right. All right. I
It
guess
is
let them
Null. It's
cook.
definitely
They're
Null.
not going to
And
meet. They're
yes,
not
it
going
is
to
next
fight,
week.
but we'll see it.
You don't think so?
Oh my God. Does that mean next week's episode is Venom 3?
It is.
290 is Venom 3. Holy shit. All right. Cool. Cool.
Whoa, it is.
That's awesome.
Okay, that is actually kind of crazy. Mikel Garcia says Radiant Black, no question, just Radiant Black. He is really radiant and black, and I like him. Hell yeah.
It's a good comic.
Fuck yeah.
I've read the first three trades. I should probably catch back up on it, but it is good. You know about it?
No.
It's Kyle
Like I've
Higgins
heard of
who
it, but I've never read
wrote
it.
Transformers, not Transformers, Power Rangers, and it is pretty much just Power Rangers again, but it's what people are calling like the modern version of Invincible. It's kind of Image's modern big superhero
Oh,
comic. It's good. I
okay.
like it. I don't like it as
I've
much as I
definitely
thought
heard
I
of it.
would, but it is really cool. The art's like the art is spectacular. I love it. And it's also very cool. Like there's a part
Radiant
in it
Black.
where they create a film in the
Oh,
comic.
I have seen this before. God, he
He
looks
looks
cool as
sick.
fuck.
Yeah, he looks sick. But they create a film in the comic and then they show a panel of the film that they made. And there's a QR code on it. And if you scan that QR code, you get to watch an animated version of that film.
No way. That's cool as.
Yep.
That's what QR codes should be
And
for,
then
not fucking read
they're
this for
making
an
an
extra
audiobook
page.
where he's going to be voiced by Terry McGinnis. What's his name? Will Freddy or something like that. I don't know.
Yes, Wilfred. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
which is
my
cool.
God, they should so do a Radiant Black Invincible crossover. People would lose their
Well,
minds.
they'd have to continue Invincible, so
Well, they don't have to. You can just have Invincible show up in Radiant Black, couldn't you?
I guess it would like when he's a teenager again. You're saying not past the end of
Oh,
Invincible?
yeah, you're right. Yeah, just fit it somewhere in. Just
Yeah, all
like
right,
say
yeah.
it's when he
During
did
his
that.
multiverse travel, yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I think they're gonna do
Uh,
a show though. I think they're gonna do a Radiant Black show.
Mikel Garcia, ideas for what to do with Tim Drake and Damien. Kill them. I just kill them personally. I just
Both of
kill
them,
them.
yeah. Why not?
And just kill
Like
them
how
both.
Theon killed those two farmer boys, just hang them and burn them.
Just what a dick. Well, not really, not anymore.
Ooh,
Hey,
speaking of
you've seen
Toy,
my boy.
your
What do you
boy.
think of my boy? Reek. You know his
Oh,
name is
I hate.
Reek.
I am so
This is turning
absolutely.
out to be a
Just stop it. I
lovely
hate
evening.
seeing him. I hope, I hope his death is hilarious.
Bigger balls than he ever had. And with those big
Stop it.
balls,
Shut up.
how fast can you run?
I just actually
He's
can't
great.
look at him, man. I hate him so
I
much.
love him so much. I love
You're
him.
you're strange. You're a
Now
weird
look up
man.
his music on YouTube and you'll be
No,
like, why is he so
I'm
soft spoken and
no.
beautiful?
I'm going to watch him in Inhumans. Uh,
Oh, I watched all of that show. Yeah, man. He was fucking he was what's his face? He was
Maximus.
Maximus, yeah. He
Damn.
got he got crushed by that building with Black Bolt went bleh.
I haven't seen the show, man. I'm not gonna
Have
watch
you
that
not
fucking
seen the
show.
show? It's
No.
bad. He blows up their moon base
Damn. Rip.
and then they
What
move
was
into
the
what?
question again? I forgot.
What should we do with Tim Drake
Oh,
and David Wayne? Kill them.
just give them both a book. Why not? Robin Robin.
Yeah, okay. I don't like I really don't care, but I think personally
I
murder all the
think
Robins and make Batman go crazy. That's
there's
just me.
not yes, why not? There's nothing to do with those characters anymore is the issue though.
Mm,
Like Tim Tim went through his entire arc of being Robin. It's almost like Tim needs to either he needs to retire like how Wally did. Remember when Wally quits being Kid Flash, which
yeah.
is smart and that was like a cool part of his character, I think. Maybe do that for a while and stop writing about Tim Drake,
Yeah.
or he's just got to become a different character. And I know that we tried with Drake and whatnot, but you know what I liked? I remember this was a bit, I forget if this was a rumor or this was something they were actually going to do, but I can kind of remember a time where I think the original plan for Tim Drake was to eventually make him Blue Beetle 3. He would, instead of Jaime Reyes, he would have been Blue Beetle after Ted Cord. And I
Okay.
think
Okay.
tech guy, smart tech billionaire kid, that sounds, why not? I think that sounds kind of awesome. Tim Drake, Blue Beetle. That sounds cool to
I
me.
suppose. I personally would opt for Captain Boomerang getting him as well, but that's just me.
Oh, oh, like
Mikhail
he got his
Garcia, last
dad
question, says worst decision in comics this year.
this year. This has
Worst
been a good
decision.
year for comics, is the thing.
Worst decision in comics this year.
Oh my God, I actually have to think about this one.
Mhm.
In comics this year,
Oh,
I'm
I've
trying to
got
think of
I've got
what's
it.
the worst book I've read. What is it?
I've got it. Marvel in 2017 or whatever did a comic book, no, 2018 did a comic book adaptation of the first Timothy Zahn Thrawn book in canon, right? It was an
Mm-hmm.
amazing adaptation of that first book. It was it was beautiful. Might even pull up some Luke Ross art for the podcast. This is what it looked like.
I like Luke
Just,
Ross.
oh, dude, this book just it looked fucking look. There's heavy metal Thrawn. Just a
Oh, I
beautiful
did
looking
read
book.
that one. I forgot I did read that one. Yeah.
That book is incredible. And so off the success of that, many years later, they decided, hey, let's do an adaptation of Thrawn Alliances, the second book, which is the Anakin Vader Thrawn
Mm-hmm.
team up one. It's the least good book in that trilogy. Still a good story. I like it a lot. A lot of good Anakin, a lot of good Vader shit. I think I've brought it up on the
Yes.
show before. I love that half of that book is Thrawn going, remember the last time we were here? And Vader being like, oh, no, I've never been here before. I don't know who Anakin's got. Shut up. Like, it's so good. And
Yeah.
Thrawn being like, whatever, man. But Marvel adapted it 4 issues, which is obviously less than the first one. The
Yes,
first
very
book
much
was
so.
6 issues. So I was wondering how are they going to adapt this book into 4 issues? Do you have any idea how they ended the story, Tyler?
Ended
Ended the issue. Fourth issue, how do you think it ends? The end of this comic book.
a QR code.
Sort of.
No, what is
The,
it?
the
Oh God.
comic adapts about the first 60% of the book and then ends with the end question mark. And that's it. It
Why?
doesn't finish the story. They just
Why
stop.
though?
And like it's not even like the comic adapted it and like changed it a little bit so there was more something more definitive. No, it just like ends on like Vader and Thrawn are going off to this other planet, which is like halfway through the book, and the book just and like it just the end question mark, and
That's
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 it.
unbelievable.
But it's the weirdest thing. And like the adaptation itself, it wasn't terrible. The art, it wasn't oh shit, who did the art?
The
It's
question
someone
was worst
notable.
decision in comics this year, right?
Yes.
The QR codes. I just said it. QR codes in the
There
back of
you go.
Marvel
Yeah, that's
books.
true.
It's the most absolutely brain dead thing I've ever heard in my entire life. A lot of the
It is
times when I
stupid.
go to pick up my books, I will pick up an X-Men issue, flip to the last page and scan the QR code and not buy the issue. I just want to see what it is. And that is unbelievable. that I
No.
can just do that, you know? It's like, oh, what's this QR
Um,
code at the back?
but I think the idea of adapting a book, like considering they adapted the entire of that first book, but the idea of adapting the book and then ending it on a
A
cliffhanger
cliffhanger,
halfway
yeah.
through a story, does that mean to finish the story they would have to do
A part
Marvel,
two,
Star Wars,
another
Thrawn
two.
alliances? Yeah, two. Look, it's like prepare course for Mokiv and then just the end question mark?
So it must have just been like they just
That's
didn't it didn't sell or
I guess,
I
but
don't
like
know. That's weird.
why not just finish it?
Yeah, that's very weird.
It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre.
Strange.
Anyway, that is one of the weirdest decisions I've seen. Um, two questions from Shredded DT,
Okay,
who
the
is
goat.
Tom DeGrazia. He said, "Where is
Yes.
JD?" And then he said, "Where is Tom?" You tell us, man. It's your
Join.
son and
Join
you.
right now.
Yeah. Should we? No, no, no. Because God, this podcast would go for like 2 hours if he joined now.
It's already been long.
As what? How long is it?
No, we're at an hour 10.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Lightning round. Geek Mode said, "Will there be? When will there be another trivia episode? Soon, for sure. We got to do it."
Yeah, yeah.
Adam Brown says, "Are comics good again? DC and Marvel have both been cooking lately.
Um,
In my opinion, he. I mean,
yes,
he answered it in
comics
his
are
thing.
excellent this year, actually, because we have not only Marvel and DC are doing pretty good. We have the Energon universe, which is awesome. We've got the Ultimate Universe. We got the Absolute Universe, which is working out.
Mm.
Um, Dark Horse, Image, Boom. They all have really good books this year. Each of them has like at least two or three really standout books. I love them. I've been reading a
Mm.
lot of them.
Um, this is maybe. Oh no, sorry. There's a question before this. Who's the best podcast member? Me.
Yeah,
Um,
you.
Matthew Novak says, "Oh no, sorry." Mike Hansford says, "Do you reckon there's a chance DC will release an Absolute Hourman series?" No.
I don't think there's a chance. I gotta tell
It's
you, I
not a
don't think there's a
chance.
chance.
There's not a fucking
I think
chance in
at
hell, man.
most we're gonna get like an absolute. Allegedly, we're getting absolute Martian Manhunter by Dennis Camp. That
Hmm.
is the furthest they're gonna go with it.
Can I make like I'm honest, 100% on board for this. I can't say that it would be in perpetuity. I can't say that it would be forever, but I will make this deal with Mike Hansford. If DC make an absolute Hourman thing, I'm quitting. I will quit for
Okay,
an indeterminate amount of time, but
okay.
it will be months at
I
least.
don't think they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I think you're good. They'd have to do an
When
absolute
should the
JSA,
absolute
no?
universe? Oh, this was Matthew Novak. When should the absolute universe cross over with the main DCEU? Personally, I hope it's a while. Yeah, I
The
mean, this just started.
DCEU.
DCU, sorry, no. Yeah, the main DCU. Yeah, it should
Well,
be a while. This thing just started. Will
in
it
it
happen?
will. We know it will because All In is all about telling us that it will.
Hmm.
Darkseid's going to show up. The question is if
I
because they
don't think
could
he's getting a
do
book either, Tyler.
Dark. What?
The question is, I don't think he's getting a
Oh,
book.
well, the question is a woman right now, Renee Montoya again. So remember she's in
Yeah,
All
well,
In.
that's been
Um,
going for a while though.
yeah, but she's a question again.
Yeah.
But in All In, they tease obviously that this whole absolute universe is created by. I say they tease. That is the whole plot of the book.
That
Is
is
that the
the yeah, they don't
yeah,
tease, they just
yes,
say it.
but they tease that dark side. He says, when I like am fully charged again, I'm gonna come back for the original universe. I genuinely think they're gonna do some level of incursion type of deal where the absolute universe and the prime universe are gonna have to fight each other. And I'm wondering if Darkseid's army is going to be the absolute characters or if they're going to be still good guys. I don't know, but obviously
Interesting.
they're going to fight for a bit and then they're going to team up
And
against
then
Darkseid.
reunites. Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
And
Did
I
you watch
think
Agatha?
2 years. Yeah, yeah, I did. Why?
Did you see what I mean?
Oh, yes, I did see what you mean. He mentioned
Yeah.
Harper sent in the chat that there's a part in the newest episode of Agatha where they're flying on a bunch of brooms and it looks terrible. And then
Yeah,
I
and they're
saw
in
it and I
like
was
a
like, oh, that doesn't look right.
and they're like in a ravine and they're like making the brooms out of like they reach over and there's like roots and they look
Yes.
like plastic and then it cuts away and it cuts back and they've fashioned it into a broom
Have you
already. And
seen? You saw the? Did you know about the ending of the episode?
I did see the ending.
Yeah. So
Good song.
they reveal that that teen is
Mm.
Wanda's kid, Billy Kaplan. Here's what blew my mind though. I was watching it with Brie and I said, Oh man, there's one episode left because this is episode 5,
Oh, is it
right?
only 6
No, I looked it
episodes?
up. There's 9 episodes. This
I was gonna
happening
say I
midway
thought it
through.
was longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so that's cool. Yay,
that is
more.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
How
that.
does that make you feel? Were you excited?
About more Agatha? Actually, I was. That was
No,
kind of.
like about the reveal.
Oh, it was the most obvious thing. It was the
Yeah,
worst kept
it's been.
secret ever. You know,
I think look, it was hard for me as someone who hasn't watched this show and who genuinely my first exposure to it
actually
was
should too. Is the thing.
I like picked that newest episode, fast forwarded, the first thing I saw from this show was them in the ravine, and both my girlfriend and I were just like, this looks like shit. This
Yeah,
looks
it did not look
terrible.
good. It did not look good.
But that reveal,
But the rest of the show looks good.
I think the reveal was it looked cool in the way that they didn't just go, it's this person. I just like the pullback and you see the crown and you put two and
Yes,
two together and you go, oh shit,
because
cool.
and
I think
because
that is
because
cool.
Agatha says you are so much like your mother.
Yes, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
Um, Shmami Cube, what DC project that hasn't been announced would you want in Guns DCU? Probably The
Green
Walking Dead, I
Arrow,
would say.
The
Okay,
Walking
yeah,
Dead.
that's a
Yeah,
good one.
Green Arrow.
Justice League versus
Hunch.
Godzilla versus Kong.
Dude, I think they need to do
Actually, I
that with the Snyderverse,
so they can just kill him and it
so
doesn't
they could just kill him.
matter.
Yeah. Green Arrow. I will really Green Arrow and Justice League International. I assume that's
You
going to
know,
be the Justice League, but I want Green Arrow real bad.
I hate him. I think he's a piece of shit. And
Oh
I,
yeah.
I like I love that he's a piece of shit, but I also hate him. Do something, Constantine.
Yes. Oh yes. Do something, Constantine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do
Put him
something,
even
Constantine.
put him in like Swamp Thing.
Yeah, fuck yeah, 100%. Do them teaming up together. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do the Werewolf by Night and Ted team
Do
up.
you want you do you would you want like a JLD movie or something?
Here's the thing. You know my feelings on JLD. I've gone from hating it to loving it to now back to hating it again. I don't think the Justice League Dark have really ever been good.
Yeah, or
Even
anything.
in that
No,
second, that James
the
Tynan
Tynan
run,
is good. Tynan one's
Tynan
good.
run started well, got
Yes.
mid, Ram
Yes.
V took over. It was fine. It was
Yeah.
fine.
But a cool, creepy, horror-esque
I
DC
think it could be
movie.
done well. Yeah.
Chimp, you gotta get Detective Chimp,
Detective Chimp is
Zatanna,
excellent. Oh, dude,
Constantine,
can like
Swamp
I know
Thing.
it's obvious. I know it's obvious and it's stupid, but genuinely, an Andy Serkis Detective Chimp would be the best character in
Yes, it would.
fiction.
Yes, it
That
would.
would be the best thing
Yes, it
in.
would. Or that new movie they're releasing where it's like a guy's biopic, except he's played by a chimp the entire
Oh, it's
movie.
Robbie Williams.
Robbie
Yeah.
Williams. I don't think he's really known in America. I feel like he's not.
Really?
I feel
You
like
don't
that's
want
a
to
thing.
rock DJ
I
because
but
you
I
make it. You don't know
but
Robbie Williams?
I love that. No, I never heard of him actually.
That's
But I love that
crazy.
this
Okay.
movie is just his life, but he's a friggin'
Yeah,
monkey
it's
in it.
Rocket Man, but if it was Robbie Williams as a chimp, yes, or like the Pharrell one where he's Lego.
But yeah, so that which came out. I just looked up Robbie Williams. He's got the same birthday as me. God damn it.
Of course.
But he's definitely not a monkey. But yeah, Detective Chimp. Even just make a Detective Chimp movie.
Yeah, do TV series.
Yeah, you know what I actually
24
do want to
episodes.
see? We
You
kind of mentioned
please
something like
CGI
this.
monkey.
Yes, I want to see in Matt Reeves's DC universe, his Batman-verse. I want to see
Hmm.
fucking Slam Bradley. He fits right into there. Fits in
Wow,
there so well. Get
that
him in
would
there.
actually be pretty cool. That would be
Yeah,
pretty cool. That would
I want
actually
him.
be pretty cool. Um, okay. Uh,
Uh,
BL Kimball or Bla Kimball says,
mhm.
will JD ever return? Yeah,
Nope.
there's definitely a certain point where he probably will.
Yes, that is
If I
true.
had to put a date on it,
Yes, yes, yeah.
there's
Wow.
definitely a point. There's definitely a point where he will return
I hope.
at some point. Yeah. But we couldn't possibly say when,
No,
but we could.
but we could, but we're not gonna.
But we could. Nicholas Dookie.
Nice,
Dookie.
nice.
Just said in capital letters, Transformers 1.
Great
I'm
movie.
I'm I would like to see it. Yes, I would like
Go
to see
see
it.
it then.
No.
All right.
Unhappy Spoon says thoughts on Andy Serkis potentially playing Null. It would be the greatest thing in history. And Andy Serkis anything
Um,
is the best thing ever.
Playing Null?
playing Null. I saw that. I saw that rumor last week. Yeah,
That's a rumor.
that is a rumor.
Andy Circus playing Null.
You are off your head if you think he can't do it.
No, I don't think he can't do it. That's so funny, man.
It's a crazy one. Yeah.
All right,
Let me
why
see.
not?
Let's find his face.
Why not? I don't know. I mean, I don't know I'm
Is
still
that
blown
Andy
away they're
Serkis?
doing though. It could be, I guess, right? I mean, but Andy
Mm.
Serkis is more a CGI guy. I guess he could wear prosthetics, but doesn't generally, right?
Cuttlefish. Scariest thing I've ever seen. Whoomp,
Yeah.
whoomp, whoomp. It's terrifying.
I was actually just thinking of him as Alfred when he says,
Baby,
learn
don't
some
hurt
tricks
me.
back from my day as the circus." Remember
Yeah.
he's
Best
doing the
Alfred.
thing. Yeah, that's
Best Alfred.
interesting.
Actually, best Alfred.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, best Alfred.
No, he is. Again, I think I just have a massive weird affinity for Andy Serkis.
He's great. He's King
Kingdom of the
Kong.
Planet of the Apes was pretty good.
I loved it. Best movie ever.
It's yeah, the best movie you've ever seen. It was
Yeah,
fine. I liked it.
yeah.
I think it's
No,
the
it is
weakest
fine.
of them, but it's still good.
I like the ending. It was a good ending.
The beginning spoilers for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I guess. The beginning kind of shocked me a little bit. I didn't expect to
The
pick up the
funeral.
thread and have like
Yeah,
a goodbye.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I really liked that,
I
considering
love
like
that Caesar.
what ends to
I love just the Caesar. Listen, now that
the
you've seen it,
Proxima Caesar stuff. Yeah.
he's Caesar is fucking Rick Grimes, man.
Yeah, no, he is, yeah.
He's like this legend of history where it's like
Yeah.
everyone looks back at Caesar. Caesar is Jesus, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Love it.
The way they reveal literally this priests of Caesar. I know, it's good
Yes, I
stuff.
love that. I love that. It's so cool.
RLCKV, or what I'm going to say, Rick V, says JD with no arms, no legs, and blindfolded versus a 6'5" Harper. I think JD might take that.
I think
I'm
he's got
just,
no arms and no legs.
yeah.
It's like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. He's just hopping around, huh?
Do you think I could take him?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
But I feel like you'd be on your way to hit him and you'd trip and like fall.
Just my nose would just go up
Yeah.
into my skull,
Yeah,
into
like
my
or
brain.
like
I'd die.
remember when Nightwing fell in Injustice and just fell
I
on a
do remember.
rock?
You know,
That's
I have
gonna
a
happen
hot
to
take
you.
about that. I have a
Yeah, you
hot
have a
take
hot
about.
take about that?
Well, I love Injustice. Fucking love it. I love
Yes.
Injustice. I like the original, the first years 1 through 5. I love the Injustice 2 comic as well. I think Ground Zero is mid, and I think that year one or whatever, the one with the JLA,
Pointless.
fucking sucks ass.
JSA.
But that's what I said. I don't hate the Nightwing death. I think it's fine.
Yeah, no, I actually think it's fine as well. I just
And
think
he
it's
comes
silly.
back as Dead Man, and that's cool.
That is awesome as well. Yes.
That
Get
was cool.
Deadman in the DCU, by the way. Get him
That's the
in there.
best Justice League Dark story is year
You
3 of
know who I've said
Injustice.
this before, right? Who they should cast as Deadman.
Okay, wait.
I've said it before, and I think it's really
Bill Burr,
perfect. No. Starts with a B.
Bill Murray.
Yes, no. Bob Odenkirk.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, of course. No,
I think that would be
no,
excellent.
no. But Hunter wants him as the lizard.
That's true.
Remember,
Yes, I
make
do.
him the lizard.
Oh my gosh.
That's good stuff.
Is
Yeah,
that
Bob
it?
Odenkirk. Man, you know, actually, there is one on the Hero Story account. If you log into that account, which the password is, we'll
Hmm.
put it on screen so anyone can log into it. But
Yeah, I'll type it
oh,
in
we
there.
got a subscriber. That doesn't happen that often. Um, Hunter generally uses it right just for uh like music and shit like that, right? And so
Oh,
if
on
you go through
YouTube?
the liked
Yes,
videos
I
are
do see that all the
like
time.
no, I'm sure you
Hunter
would.
uses it as like lo-fi background music.
Yes, exactly. Um but yeah, if you go like on the liked videos, it's like the Black Adam watch party, Mark Waid
Oh, here we
interview, a
go.
Joshua Williamson interview,
Yep.
like from CBR. But at the top is one that I've clearly liked, thinking it's my own account, and
I'm
it's
looking at it
just
now.
yeah, it's just Bob Odenkirk tells you to eat it. It's just
Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. That's
and
hilarious.
I saw it the other day and I went, I'm just gonna leave that there.
That's hilarious. Oh my God, I never noticed that.
Bob Odenkirk tells you to eat.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's good stuff. Yeah. And that, I think, actually, I'll go back and check, but I think that's it. I think that's it for questions, which is good because I can delete the thing now and they'll never know that we did this.
Yeah, but they'll find out eventually.
All right, that's it. That's it. Excellent.
Damn.
Well, they will find out eventually, I suppose. Yes.
All right. Well,
Cool. All right,
I guess
that
that's a
is
hero
it.
story then. Episode
That is a hero
289.
story. Little secret, little secret, little no
Little
one you didn't
secret.
see that coming.
God, man. I am tired these
Um,
days.
you
I
feeling
feel
all
like
right?
I'm an actual fucking dad now. I got a fucking
Yeah, well, you got a
puppy.
dog, man.
Yeah. Do you like that I named her Clea?
I do. Well, what were you gonna name it originally? Gina Carano or something? What was it?
Yeah, no, I was. That's exactly what I was gonna name. I was gonna name her Victor Von Doom.
What
I,
were you
I
actually gonna name it?
Selena, I think.
Uh,
Clea. I
that
love
seems
Clea.
more
It's
fitting.
fun.
That seems more fitting for you personally, but
Clea.
I respect it.
It's cute. I love Clea. She's great. She's upstairs. She's got a little white, so it kind of works.
Yeah, cool.
But
It's
I didn't.
cute.
We didn't name her after Clea Strange, to be fair. But Clea Strange being her namesake, there are fucking worse characters to be named after.
What Clea did you name her after?
It just seemed like a nice name.
Huh, that's
And
fair
then,
enough.
but here's something I liked. Remember I told you about Kismet, where it's like, oh my god, all these things coalesce, like destiny had a
Yeah,
moment. But we had decided on
yes.
Clea, and then I looked down and I was wearing a Doctor Strange shirt on that day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
great
Nice.
stuff.
I just assumed you just named her after that because
No,
that was
it was it was actually a
total
coincidence.
fluke.
Yeah,
All
Coinky
right, all
Dink.
right. For Winky Dink.
Yeah,
You speak Australian.
I speak Italian actually. Anyway,
Go on, right now. Go.
um, listen, man, I was about to say like some soprano. I was about to do more like Tony Soprano stuff. I love him so much. I have a Sopranos shirt now. I went to this store the other day. I came out with two shirts. One was a Doctor Doom shirt. One was a Sopranos shirt. So
We
yeah,
watched we watched Lethal Weapon. I've never seen any of Lethal Weapon movies.
I've never
So my
seen them.
girlfriend was like, you should watch them. And we watched two and Joe Pesci's in it. And like Joe Pesci's doing his Joe Pesci bit. He's just like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm mumbling, I'm like, talking like this. And I just turned to her and went, wow, he really is Little Penguin. That is that character in a nutshell. It's just
you
Little
went.
Penguin.
Wow, he's funny. He's fun,
He
and
is
she's
funny.
like, funny how?
Funny how?
Like I'm like he's like a
Yes.
clown. Like he amuses you.
Like a clown, like I'm funny, like haha.
Like, haha,
Yeah.
great movie. Gets shot in the
Yes, yeah.
fucking head, doesn't he? All right, good fellas.
Home Alone, yeah.
Speaking of good fellas, yes, he does get shot. Kevin McAllister shoots him in the head.
The head,
He
yeah.
he burns the door handle, so he's like, oh, and then he trips him down the stairs, and then Kevin just walks down with a gun and shoots him in the
Yeah, he
head.
John Wicks him. He's like two in the ankles.
Why
One
is
in
that
the
not a
head.
movie? I swear
Macaulay Culkin.
there's a Family Guy cutaway
Oh
where
my God.
it's like the Predator, but he shows up to Kevin McAllister's house.
Oh, I've seen that actually. I've definitely
Does he
seen
just?
that.
I
Yeah.
think he just uses his cannon and blows Kevin's head off. Oh
So
God.
when you describe like you, I think Tyler, one of your best like character traits as a human being is the way you describe things is always so much funnier and better than what they are. Like
Like,
when you described that Godzilla Kong Justice League book and you described how Batman just spends the whole book pissed at Super. He's like,
yeah,
you said something like, I can't believe that fucking lizard killed
yeah,
Superman.
but
Like
that's what.
that is.
But that
No,
that's
but it is. But your description of that is way better than it is in the story.
yeah.
Like Batman pouts for like a couple panels, but like you being like him just being like,
I
"Fuck,
can't believe
how did
this
this
fucking
happen?" It's so
lizard. He
funny.
killed Superman.
Can't believe it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so good.
love it.
You said speaking of good people.
I said good fellas because I was gonna say, and that was a good podcast, fellas.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. That's
Um,
that's
5-star reviews, please. Oh, if you're gonna not leave a 5-star review, don't even bother leaving a review.
yeah.
Or I
I
don't
don't
know.
think we've ever not had a 5-star review because the only people
Um,
that do it are 5 people that give a shit.
that's true. Comments. I love comments. I love sending us emails. Just whatever. I like the interactions, even though I don't really see the Instagram interactions anymore. I love them all.
Do you
And
know what my plan was before I roped you in, by the way?
oh, what was it?
I was just gonna do this by myself, and then I was like, actually, Tyler might be free.
You were gonna do this by
I,
yourself? About
I was
what?
gonna seek. I was gonna seek. I'll still do the Q&A part of it, but I was just gonna hide it
Wow.
from like you're not on social media. It would have been
I
easy,
wouldn't have seen.
and
Yeah.
I would have just released it secretly, and everyone would have been like, "What the fuck?"
That would have been actually
I still
awesome.
might. I might record my own right after this, and that'll be the other week's episode.
289.5.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, it'll be 291, and then we'll have to
What?
skip forward one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because next week's the Venom review.
I could just I oh shit. Damn. What issue does Venom show up in Iron Man?
If it's 290,
It's not. It's definitely
I
not. Iron Man Venom issue.
mean, in
Isn't it
Amazing Spider-Man 290, we're on the march to Venom by that point.
302? Still a long way away.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not going to hit
You think Iron Man
300.
will be in Venom?
Yeah. Who do you think's on that throne? Imagine it was Tony Stark.
God, I hope it's Caesar.
Yeah. Imagine, can you imagine though if they did like for no reason Tony Stark is in this movie and he does like the thing where he connects Extremis to the dragon. Like it's like super accurate to King in Black, but only that part. And the
There's
makers in it.
nothing else related, and
Yeah.
he's just out of nowhere.
Yeah. And but we act
It's
like
gonna be
it's
awesome.
also just like Iron Man's been in these movies before. We act like it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
a
like
big
he's
deal.
like he just walks in the screen, no fanfare or anything.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. Yeah.
Any shot of any sort of Spider-Man anything.
Do I think
Yeah,
I could buy that Tom Holland Spider-Man gets roped into this somehow, but only via like a post-credit scene.
mm, okay. Yeah, I would really like something. I don't. Yeah,
I think we will. I think there will be a Tom Holland Spider-Man something in it.
like like a new footage cameo.
I think it's possible. I don't see why not
Man,
because like I think that they still want to do that because that's
yeah, it's not gonna
money.
happen. It's not gonna happen. But
I
like,
think
yeah,
it's gonna
but
happen. No,
like
I think it will though. I think it will.
I'm with you. I honestly make Spider-Man for Tom Hardy and Tom Holland. Do
Sure,
it.
yeah. I guess why not?
I,
That should
I
have been this
love it.
movie, but like I think because like I feel like out of all the things that are never going to happen, I feel like that's going to happen the most is this Venom and Spider-Man meeting.
So
I don't know. Anyway,
I
289.
just, I just, I just. We're gonna watch the Dark Knight trilogy soon. I'm so excited for the
Oh,
Dark
dude,
Knight Rises.
I want to watch The Dark Knight actually so bad. You're
Me
excited for The
too.
Dark Knight Rises?
I am so excited, which is funny
Yes,
because like when I first saw it, I was
Bane.
like 8 out of 10, and then the second time I saw it, I went like it's like a 7, and then the third time I saw it, I went it's like a 6.
But
So we'll
now,
see where I end
yeah, but
up.
now when you appreciate the genius of Bane, just
Yes.
listen to
Oh,
every line
it's
he says.
yes, yeah. What
Uh,
will break first? Your spirit
Spirit or your
or your
body? And then you have my permission to die.
Do you feel in charge?
Little finger. All right.
Well, wasn't that
Was
wasn't
it
Littlefinger?
no
That
no
was
no, that was
Ben
Ben
Mendel.
Mendelsohn. Right, right. He kills
Yeah,
Littlefinger at the beginning. My bad.
Littlefinger's the. You're a big guy. Perhaps you're wondering
Littlefinger
why you would
stands.
shoot a man before throwing him out
Yeah.
of a plane.
Littlefinger's the first person you see in that movie, man.
Dude, he
Anyway,
sucks.
yes, he fucking does.
Sansa, I loved your mother dearly. The
Goodbye,
worst.
guys.
All right,
Oh my
guys,
god, wait. I almost ended the meeting just now. All right, goodbye.
call it secret podcast. That's it.
Oh.